Have you ever noticed how your body can feel, out of kilter? If you look at a doctor's image of your bone structure and your major muscles, everything is ideally straight and well aligned, and your muscles are strong enough to keep everything that way. But if you're out of alignment, you can feel like nothing's right. You can't do anything that requires strength, and even moving in a straight line can be challenging. Now, organizations need alignment too. If the major functions of an organization aren't in sync, then nothing in the organization can feel right either. And organizations can have a much harder time doing the things that require heavy lifting or moving nimbly. There are 3 critical questions that you need to ask of any worker to understand how aligned people are, or not, within your organization. So you're walking down the hallway and you see another person from the organization walking towards you. Let's say it's Maurizio from accounting. You stop Maurizio and you say, "What are the strategic goals of our organization?" Now, if Maurizio gets them right, that's awesome. Give yourself 5 points. Maurizio starts to walk away, but you stop him. And now you ask your second question. Can you define your own personal goals for the next 3 to 6 months? If Maurizio can list his own goals, you get another 5 points. Maurizio thinks he's done. He starts to walk away, but you stop him one more time. And you ask, how do your personal goals map to the goals of the organization? If Maurizio can define how his goals support one or more of the organization's goals, you're in a great position. 5 more points. Congratulations. You very likely have an aligned organization. But if Maurizio couldn't answer any of your questions, and believe me, that's pretty common, you lost 15 points. Now stop 2 more people in the hallway, ask them the same questions. If nobody could answer any of them, sorry, you've lost this round. Now you're responsible for helping your organization to get in alignment. First, you have to have a clearly defined set of goals for the organization, goals that are continually adapted to new market conditions. 3 high-level goals are good, more than 5 is probably too many. And they should be reasonably tactical. What is the organization trying to accomplish in the next, say, 6 months? That ensures you'll be infusing a sense of urgency into your goals. And you'll need to ensure those goals are continually updated, at least once a quarter. Next, you must communicate these goals to each division and each group, every corner of the organization, on an ongoing basis. Bake an understanding of organizational goals into each manager's regular communications with their employees. In fact, each manager should quiz every worker on the strategic goals of the organization on a regular basis. Finally, every worker needs to connect those personal goals, what many companies call objectives and key results, or OKRs, to one or more of the organization's strategic goals. Now, you may not have the mandate to conduct alignment across your entire organization. If you're leading digital transformation in your organization, start with alignment with your IT department, because they're the key to effective application of technology in your change initiative. If you're trying to build a culture of innovation, your HR or learning department is your best friend, because they can touch every person in the organization with training and with policies to help reinforce learning. Perhaps, though, you're only responsible for leading your team's transformation, and your organization doesn't currently have a set of widely communicated goals. In that case, you may need to guess what you think those goals would be, tell your manager what you've assumed they are, then ask your team members to align their personal goals to those assumed goals for the organization. Strategic alignment is critical for any change initiative. Start with whatever part of the organization you can influence and grow your alignment process from there.